Despite the hurdles, the challenges of life,
abo paro jamma teka wan be ye kwoni.
Don't forget that we live in a timeline, and within your timeline,
Ikare nino
God will give you several chances, opportunities to thrive,
aride me ini chobaber
to glow,
medon
to excel.
me ini chobo abero dosho.
When they say God is good,
Kajo koboni obaber
it's more than that statement.
nyoka peu koba mano.
And I know that this that I've mentioned, many people have not got it yet.
Dan tiangi ini kinana koboni jopoponi aye.
But I have brought you a revelation.
Ento mani yabo
Within your timeline,
ikare ni me
whether you are
kwa
sick,
kiriko milit
poor,
achan
behind,
amei dongchen
challenged,
jamudi
afraid,
amei porro
doubting,
amei tikere kala
questioning,
nyeti kere pen
wondering,
amei tikere wur
whatever.
ginoro keken.
But God in His mercies
Ento bayi kishamere
asks and will still
podang binu tiyo
give you several opportunities.
binu miyari da pol
It now depends on you how to make choices.
mandong jere bori kita ini bedo kere yera.
Because choices that you make now depends how you are making the utmost, the most of your opportunities.
Bien ginna me ini yere chawani ene na ye miyo arida don me ini yero katu
I'm going to give an example.
ame yapor.
If now within your timeline you choose a bad wife,
Kai kare nini mekwo ini yero dakarach
husband,
ichoa rach
job,
tijarach
business,
biachara
you will agonize,
ini bedo karajel kere chwer chuny
you will pay debts,
ini chulo banya don
you will have casualties and wreckages.
ibero karajel kere tur chuny karajel kere
You
jamba
have
wari
somebody who is ungrateful.
ibero ngata mepe tikere poch
You do 10,
itimo jama pa
they take you back 100 times.
tedu kichen tieno miachel
Would you say God has not been good?
itamni ko boni banyo pebe
Or you have a good income
nyoti kere chen aduong
and you do waste in alcohol
ekete bero ballo imatoko
and you do waste in unnecessary, unwarranted expenses?
ekete bero ballo chen ni jami moga pire pete kuni timo mani yonge mendo kene
You keep lending to people who do not pay back,
ite bero miyul den bang jo apechoro
and you don't pay your obligations even in church,
naka ginna yimiri mi anisha memiri chuli anisha da pete
so
mi
that you don't have a sowing into and a reaping to expect.
eka pete bero kere ginna me choyo kere kanna me kayo iye
I could give you many examples.
rami yapor
You are blessed,
iti kere gum
you are prosperous,
iti lony
you could buy a motorcycle,
ramo wilo pik
you could buy a car,
ramo wilo toka
but you are busy suffering.
entity dendo channa dot
You are busy accidents.
iti be awono me di
From one
guru
border to another, like you could not have your own.
yai bora cheli wuri bora kene loki pero mo wilo megi
Has God not blessed you?
bampo gogu mi komi
Don't you have an account?
ipe kere chene account
Don't you have money?
ipe kere chente
I know of countless people who have enough to buy a car, but they still want to build a house before they buy a car, so they die in an accident. Now, when I say accident, I want you to understand what I mean.
angeo ya pol ame tikere chente ene pora mi ne jakere gedo chene de wilo toka ame karo kenda to ko ame nyo beria wono me di guru ame popoti hogere meni
Well, borders, let's say, but the border is good.
ako be bora gere be
You know, one day I was going to die between Entebbe to Kampala.
Nino
because I
mara-
wanted to pick a border from Entebbe to Kampala.
nino mara chela kwaro ko bani e boto yo Entebbe wona ha Kampala tamre ko e mako pik ya Entebbe na ha Kampala
Because I was rushing to Soroti to Foreign Rabbis Crusade.
yenen yote mine lar chawa mengwe soroti meu yo bujira rabai
Now you do this mathematics.
ko inti chorani
I am a pastor of a congregation.
eno bera kwat jo kristayo
My wife is giving birth to our last born at the International Hospital.
dako mere ti international hospital me nyalo atin ma gike me gin
I'm
tikere ni
running the crusade of a leading Jewish rabbi and international evangelist who is multi-million dollars.
en tietelo jiri lo ma judaya me tietelo to min jiri mora dit roma malo
I am in that crusade. I'm presiding over about a 500 million budget which will run only for 1 week or for 4 days.
ichabi to ene tie lo yo jiri me lo million mia bichabi rachiel
and I am taking a border instead of a special hire.
Endo tia mako boda kaka moyo toka me special hire matera tir.
Because I want you to understand this individual here.
Ami niko ini yanko dano ni.
The way I take life is this way.
Kita na tero kere kwoti kiti.
I don't just waste money because it belongs to somebody else. I take every coin to belong to God.
An peka neno chente ni ubero me angatoro. Aneno lim long chalo men ubero me oba.
But there is also a problem with that.
Pero atikanu.
Because Rabbi himself says, the point of your strength can now be the point of your weakness.
Bien raba e come da ko boni kana iri teke yeno rawna bero kana gorni wote ye.
So in ordinary terms, it makes me now to become too mean and unrealistic.
Mando ka ko bakoba temi ya doka dur kara jel kere ngata mo jo chio ba dosho e bero ngata pet
Characteristically, I have been good at spending for others, but myself I should suffer.
Kako bakoba ana mirni ami chinde wot bot jokene matangi borane den no chane ye.
That day,
Nino no.
rain came on me.
Kotte bino.
I was beaten properly.
They put the bear.
I had a shoe which was, I think it was a skin of an animal. Let me not tell you which that animal is.
Nyatikere war moro me kako bupien le moro pamin yakobiu.
Very expensive. I bought it from the US.
Wara wele take me anya wile US.
I lost it.
Derwenyo ko.
Now the money that I didn't want to, because I wanted to catch a bus.
Chinde me nyu pami pia balche pia mi dia yit bach.
Because I was not too wet.
Pien do you ko
Whether I
wajo no.
wanted or not. First of all, now I was late.
Akira mi to nyope pien dati let.
I took a special hire,
Edo mako special hire.
a car.
Toha.
Because I was too wet, I could not sit near anybody in the bus.
Pien nyu to dosho amedo pero be langen ngatore bach.
So I had the whole back of the seat for myself to nurse my wetness.
Yung komi yung yo toka cha dudu atebedi ye me konyo kita me komo jot kede cha kong mete motua.
Bought new shoes,
E wil wara nyen.
clothes
Bongye nyen.
from Mukono,
Ya imu kono.
and I changed in the car going.
Te loko de boy yo toka te wot.
God helped me.
Ba te konya.
I learned from that day.
Ate punyer ni no.
How about people who never learned and they ended up in casualties?
Kara joke na dong pen yang puny te dong doko do peho kono.
So you have to excuse me if now I don't go public transport.
Wunde ti maono kisha kai chawa ni nena unu pa yiro bach.
You get my point?
Niang unu mano.
Now many of you are like me.
Joke na ti baran.
Now that applies in many aspects of life.
Mandong bini ona pu ekwo.
There are many of you who already should not go to staff nyoa to eat.
Ti joke ni yakina wakana mempede wuri hotel ora goro for food.
But you still do.
E puri wuri ye.
There are many of you who should no longer buy chapati from by the roadside. You still do.
Joke ni yakina wakan pedo miri we wil chapata meti dogure me ko utwo amapuo dunye ye puri wilo.
Well, that was just the story. Let's go back to the text.
Mano kada do nguni jiri.
So it came from utilizing your timeline.
Mano yai iti kere kare ni aber.
Timeline, making poor choices will let you leave your family before the time. Leave your brothers and sisters, you have not served them. Leave your family, leave your friends, your parents before you have served them. Leave your spouses before you have served them.
Kare ni ame peti u kera bere poinwe weko megeni kera megeni daho ni nyo chuari kere jotungu ada peti u pegi.
King Jehoshaphat, because of not knowing how to use his time well, he was going to be shot in the battle that God had determined that in this battle I am going to judge King Ahab.
Abaha
And he was
Jehoshaphat.
loitering with King Ahab, and he survived narrowly.
Abaha Jehoshaphat pikara eno biro kere cha te woro ko ilegwen kuno banyo chiko koni biro ngolokop we abaha Ahab en biro chiki kera baha Ahab te boti pitito.
Now many of us, because of wrong company we are hanging around with, certain things have cropped to us that we are short-lived, that we are implicated, that we are disadvantaged in many ways just because of wrong associations.
Jo apoli akina wa piera me jo wano yera moti biro kere gi kampana ratio omiyo jami mogo tiedo bino kachi cheke ngwet pi jo wano yera.
And your life is diminished.
Koni tia dok ping.
You cannot raise your highest potential in life.
Pede ramo yilo malo kero ni adunga lala e kwori.
If I was to look all around and we had all the time, every one of us would agree that God has given advantage to everybody within their timeline. Now, how you use them, how you make choices is where the question is.
Bien abero neno man ni oba mi wan duchu kero kare jel kere kare aber en to kita wanu tiu kere ayero kana pentie.